Welcome to the Garden Coach Challenge. My name is Nicole Burke. I am the owner and founder of Rooted Garden Incorporated and the new tech company Gardenary Incorporated. I'm a garden designer and a garden coach and creator of the certification course Garden Coach Society. That was a mouthful. I want to welcome you to the Garden Coach Challenge. If you can't tell already, I love gardening and I am super passionate about creating a possibility for all the gardeners I know to become profitable garden coach business owners. Over the next few days, we are going to inspire you, instruct you, and simplify the process of creating a business from your own garden knowledge. Hold on a second, Ponyo wants to be held. Sometimes you just have to hold the dog. You know, this is Ponyo. Ponyo's gonna help us, so is Totoro. Totoro, you wanna join too? Okay, now we can start. All right, so me and Ponyo and Totoro are gonna lead you over the next few days to create your own garden coach plan and system. It's gonna be so much fun, and this is super uncomfortable, so I'm gonna put them down now. Okay, very awkward. Anyway, there are 5 things going on right now in our culture that make it possible for you to create a garden coach business. Let me tell you about them. First is the good food movement. I know you're already part of this by being a gardener. So there's so many good things happening around our food. People are waking up to the fact that they should be eating locally grown food, organic food, natural food, good for you food. It's the good food movement, and gardening is obviously part of it. So what's super fun to be in this industry right now is we're literally at the brink of an explosion. So many people, as they begin to be interested in eating better food, eating local food and organic food, they obviously want to start growing a little bit of their own. Because what could be better for you than food that you literally just harvested? Another part of this good food movement is actually the good for the planet movement. So right alongside this movement is also a growing awareness with climate change and the good that we should be doing for our earth. So gardening obviously fits right inside that movement as well, promotes good change in our planet, and something we can 100% get behind when we know that we need to be taking better care of our earth. So that's the first thing that's happening. The second thing that's happening is the growth of this idea of knowledge-based businesses. So there is a growing popularity and appreciation for people who know a particular skill or have a particular, say, experience, who want to share that in a knowledge-based business with other people. We see this happening with life coaching, with fitness coaching, I've even seen animal or pet obedience coaching. There is a coaching movement that's happening. People are realizing the great value of investing some of their money in coaches that can help them acquire skills that they don't yet have and definitely want. What's the missing part? Garden coaching. We've got all these other types of coaching, but the thing we are missing are coaches who can help other people learn to do something so essential to everyday life, which is to grow a little bit of their own. So that's the second movement that's happening, the knowledge-based business movement. The third movement that's happening that's super exciting is this idea that we see in businesses like Uber and Airbnb and Etsy and Minted. All these businesses that basically have decentralized the powers that be. So let's see, Uber has kind of decentralized the taxi system, and Airbnb has decentralized the hotel system. So what's happening is we're seeing a growing appreciation for us getting exposure and getting served by people in our everyday lives. So instead of having this taxi driver that we can't connect with, we suddenly have an Uber driver, and we're rating him on how our experience was, how our conversation was, what all went on when we were riding and having a personal experience. Instead of just ordering something off the internet or buying at a store, we're now connected to the makers through spaces like Etsy, right? And instead of going to just some random hotel who's owned by we don't know who, we're actually staying in people's homes and like seeing their family photos and like maybe even getting flowers for them. So there's this great cool decentralization that's happening, and it really is going to pertain to our growth of our businesses as garden coaches. Super exciting, right? All right, the fourth thing that is happening is the maker movement. So you can kind of see this with Etsy. So we're a tech culture, right? Like, so all that we're doing is like on this all day long, right? We're on our phones, we're on our screens, we're on our computers. And as we've gotten into this 0-1-0-1-0-1 kind of lifestyle, we've all realized that we're missing something. So there's all this new movement. You saw it with that, what was that weird craze when people were doing this like coloring books, right? So weird, like adult coloring books. So what's happening is we're realizing, oh my gosh, we're craving the tangible. So this is why HGTV is so popular. This is why Etsy has become the movement that it is. People are starting to knit and draw and paint and actually touch things again. So there's this maker movement that's happening, and obviously gardening is a super big part of that. That's the fourth thing. And the fifth thing is the fact that we are all having these guys, right? So we are now a mobile society, we're now a tech society, and it is so easy now to teach and reach people because of all of the progress that's happened literally over the last 12 to 15 years. So because of social media, because of website platforms, because of video hosting and podcasting and Pinterest, all these things that are now at our fingertips, literally at our fingertips. It has never been easier to share the knowledge that you have as a gardener with the world, and not just share it, but actually make money from it. So all these things, these 5 things: the good food movement, that's number 1, the knowledge-based business movement, the growth of the makers movement, the idea of decentralization of power and services with like Airbnb and Uber, and then finally our access to tech and media. These 5 things contribute to the fact that this is our moment to create garden coach businesses. We literally are standing at the beginning of a super big movement, and I'm so excited that you're here to join me. So get ready, get your pen, get your paper, get a little special journal, do something to show that you're serious about the Garden Coach Challenge, that you're ready for it. And I can't wait to guide you through the next 5 days of setting up your first talk, your first presentation as a garden coach. Let's do it. I'll see you in the first challenge lesson.